Welcome back to Mini Movies. Today I will explain a youth action film from 2020 titled Justice High. The movie starts with a girl named Chai Young, who can't stand being bullied. As she walks through her school, her classmates and other students boo her. It turns out that she's been suspended from school for getting into a fight with a group of students and hurting them badly. After Chai Young gets expelled, her father Dong Pyo enrolls her in a new school. When the homeroom teacher learns that Chai Young was expelled for bad conduct, she warns her to control her anger and attitude, or she will get suspended again. Moments after leaving the teacher's room, Dong Pyo tells Chai Young to ignore the bullies instead of fighting them. He then tells her to wait for him and runs to the nearby bathroom. While Chai Young is waiting for her father, she sees a group of kids being mean to Jong-gu, a geeky boy. The students blame Jong-gu for not helping them cheat on their exams, and start beating him up badly. Meanwhile, Jong-gu mentions that he didn't let them cheat, in order to keep the exam fair for others who worked hard. At first, Chai Young ignores the bullying, but when she realizes that Jong-gu has a valid point, she decides to record the beating. Unfortunately, she is noticed by the bullies, and one of them asks Chai Young to hand over her phone. Chai Young refuses to hand over her phone, prompting the bullies to attack her. Surprisingly, Chai Young fights back with ease, knocking each one down, while Jong-gu is taken aback to see a girl so brave, and effortlessly beating up the bullies. The next day, Chai Young is introduced to her new class, where she is surprised to see Jong-gu and the bullies. Jong-gu is happy to see her, but the bullies are terrified. Jong-gu goes up to Chai Young after school, to thank her for saving him, but she tells him to stay away. Later that night, two drunk men eat food at Jong-gu's diner but don't pay for it. When Jong-gu's mother asks for the money, they push her away. Jong-gu tries to confront them and act tough, but they beat him and leave. In the next scene, while Chai Young is walking to her new classroom, the female leader of the bullies Se-na stops her and urges her to give up her phone. Chai Young reminds her that asking about another's phone is a violation of privacy and tries to walk away. Se-na attacks but gets beaten by her. Se-na's bully friends run away, and Se-na walks to her classroom embarrassed. At the same time, Jong-gu can be seen looking at all of this and being impressed. Again, after school, Jong-gu goes up to Chai Young and asks her to teach him karate. At first, Chai Young says no, but when Jong-gu says he wants to learn to fight to protect his mother, she agrees to help him and brings him to her father's karate training center. Dong Pyo asks Jong-gu to come to the session the next day after he fills out the form. The scene then moves to Se-na, who is at the student council talking with Hae-sung, who she also secretly likes. She complains about Chai Young and suggests that the council do something about her, because she disrespected the seniors. Student Council President Jin Hyuk agrees to punish Chai Young after hearing this. On the other hand, after the class, Jong-gu is seen going to Chai Young's father's dojo for his first karate class. On his first day, he is forced to do leg splits, which hurts his groin a lot. The next day, Chai Young is asked to go to the student council, where Se-na, Hae-sung, and Jin Hyuk are waiting for her. When Jin Hyuk asks about the fight with other students, Chai Young clarifies that she was simply defending Jong-gu from being bullied, after learning that it was Se-na's group that started the fight. Hae-sung lets Chai Young leave the room, which frustrates Se-na and Jin Hyuk. In the next scene, Jong-gu and Chai Young are at karate practice. Jong-gu asks Chai Young why she prefers to be alone and quiet, even though she is so pretty and outgoing. Chai Young tells him that she doesn't want anyone to come into her life and leave without her permission. She knows that none of her friends are permanent and that one day they will all leave. When Jong-gu hears this, he says that even though people leave, the memories will stay with them. Chai Young appears to approve of his interpretation, but remains silent in front of him. Later that night, Hae-sung, Jin Hyuk, and a few other students can be seen at a restaurant, partying to celebrate their friend Kong Sik's return. Kong Sik was suspended from school for bullying and is now back. The group has a great time, but Hae-sung doesn't feel comfortable sitting with them. Later, he and Jin Hyuk talk outside, and Jin Hyuk says he's thinking of joining a gang. Hae-sung doesn't like this idea and tells Jin Hyuk to change his mind. Jin Hyuk, on the other hand, tells Hae-sung that he has already met the gang leader and that all he has to do now is pay the fee to join the gang. The next day, Sang-jin, the leader of the gang, went to the student council to meet with Jin Hyuk. During the meeting, Sang-jin told Jin Hyuk to pay the money quickly and told him about the perks he would get as a member of the gang. However, when he talks to Hae-sung, he says that Hae-sung can join the gang for free. Hae-sung is good at boxing, which is why Sang-jin wants him to join his gang. Hae-sung refuses the offer and walks away. Jin-hyuk becomes angry for not collecting enough money and feels like beating someone. He orders Kong-sik to bring Jong-gu to the student council. In the next scene, two bullies from the Jin-hyuk group approach Jong-gu and start bullying him. Jong-gu fights with ease, but it turns out to be his imagination. In reality, he gets beaten by the bullies. Hae-sung notices this and asks the bullies to leave Jong-gu alone. Seeing Hae-sung disobey Jin-hyuk's orders, Kong-sik beats him. Luckily, Chae-young shows up and asks Jong-gu to join her for karate practice. She grabs Jong-gu's hand and starts leading him away. Kong-sik attacks Chae-young, and everyone is shocked when Chae-young easily beats Kong-sik with her unique karate moves. Her fighting skills impress Hae-sung, and he falls in love with her right away. After the fight, Hae-sung asks Jong-gu to take him to the karate practice sessions. He then joins the karate practice sessions at Chae-young's father's dojo and decides to only learn defensive moves. While Jong-gu wants to learn karate to protect his mother, Hae-sung wants to learn it to be closer to Chae-young. But Chae-young doesn't like Hae-sung because he's also in the bully group. Knowing this, Hae-sung tells Chae-young that he has left the bully group and wants to change. The next day, Sang-jin calls Jin-hyuk and puts pressure on him to pay the entrance fee as soon as possible. Since Jin-hyuk has no money, he tells Kong-sik and the other bullies to go around to the school students and ask them for money, as a tribute to the student council. The bullies quickly get to work, and threaten a studious boy inside the washroom. Jong-gu notices them and decides to confront them. He tries his hardest to fight the bullies, but due to his lack of karate skills, he fails and is beaten instead. Later that day, a sad and angry Jong-gu goes to see Dong-pyo and tells him everything that happened at school. He then asks Dong-pyo to teach him some hard karate moves. When Dong-pyo sees that Jong-gu is serious about learning karate, he gives him his first task, which is to hit the pile of wood 1,000 times with his fists. While Jong-gu is doing his first attack, Chae-young and Hae-sung arrive and join the session. They start serious training and help each other during the sessions, which causes Chae-young to develop a soft side for Hae-sung. In the next scene, Dong-pyo has to go out of town for work and asks the three to practice on their own. After he leaves, Hae-sung asks the others to go out and have fun. He also mentions that he has 3 movie tickets and suggests they go watch movies. At first, Chae-young refuses to go with Hae-sung, but when Jong-gu asks her to go, she agrees. Next, the group goes to the movies, and then Jong-gu takes them to his mother's dinner. Jong-gu's mother is happy to see that her son has finally made some friends, and she thanks Chae-young and Hae-sung for being with Jong-gu. Later, Hae-sung and Chae-young go back home. On the way, they stop at a supermarket to get some drinks. Chae-young asks Hae-sung about his past and why he wants to change. Hae-sung says that he grew up in a very toxic environment, where his boxing teacher used to abuse him a lot. He says that he has always been around bad influences, and wants to finally get away from them and put his life on a better track. When Chae-young hears this, she feels sorry for him and tells him she will help him. The next day, Hae-sung meets with Jin-hyuk, who informs him that he has finally paid the entrance fee, and is now officially a member of the gang. He also states that the gang will now have control over the entire school and the students. Upon hearing this, Hae-sung requests Jin-hyuk not to do so, but Jin-hyuk dismisses him, instead claiming that he will harm Chae-young. This makes Hae-sung angry, and the two of them get into a fight. To everyone's surprise, Hae-sung beats the bully and makes him look embarrassed. Later, a distraught Jin-hyuk comes up to Se-na, and asks her to poison and kill Chae-young. In exchange, he promises to help her get closer to Hae-sung. After a while, Se-na sends Chae-young a message, asking her to come to the student council. When Chae-young gets there, Se-na apologizes for all the trouble she's caused and gives her a poisoned drink. In the meantime, she asks Chae-young about her relationship with Hae-sung. Chae-young says she has no interest in Hae-sung, and that he's just a student at her father's dojo. When Se-na hears this, she realizes she's doing something wrong and spills the poisonous drink before Chae-young can drink it. In the meantime, Jin-hyuk and Kong-sik walk into the room and slap Se-na for not going through with the plan. Then, Kong-sik grabs Chae-young by the neck, making it hard for her to fight back or even move. Meanwhile, Jong-gu overhears 2 of his classmates talking about how Chae-young was taken by Jin-hyuk and his men. He then goes straight to Hae-sung and tells him what's going on. Hae-sung then calls Jin-hyuk to find out what's going on. Jin-hyuk confirms that Chae-young has been taken, and tells Hae-sung and Jong-gu to come to the school's gym if they want to save her. Without wasting any time, Hae Sung and Jong-gu rush to the gym and find Kong sick, and a group of bullies surrounding them. As the two are now trained in karate, they were able to beat all the bullies, and head toward the student council to save Chae Young. Chae Young is tied to a chair by Jin Hyuk in the student council. When Jong-gu and Hae Sung enter, he threatens to kill Chae Young if they step forward or call the police. He then asks Hae Sung to kneel in front of him, and starts kicking him repeatedly. Jong-gu lands a hard blow on Jin Hyuk, diverting his attention from Hae Sung. Despite being trained, Jong-gu cannot match Jin Hyuk's fighting skills and is severely beaten by him. Hae Sung manages to free Chae Young from the chair during this time, and she prepares to lash out at the bully. She is much stronger than Jin Hyuk, and she beats him with just a few of her advanced karate moves. In the last scene, Dong Pyo's dojo is full of new students, especially women who want to learn how to defend themselves. At the end of the movie, Dong Pyo is excited to teach the new group of students, while Chae Young and Jong-gu are waiting for their turn. That was all from the video. 8 high-profile gamers participate in a new game for the winning reward of $100,000. Upon arriving at the location, they wear high-end motion capture suits. Sergeant commands them to fight against terrorists in the building. While playing, they learn that if they die in the game, they die in the actual world. Will they be able to finish the game or end up dying? Click on the video, appearing on screen, to watch this video to find out. We upload new movies daily, make sure to subscribe, so you don't miss any video. If you liked the movie, consider sharing it with your friends. Show that you care about them. Thanks for watching.